If I could go back and tell myself 20 years ago,
that advice would be leave residue, don't overgraze, build soil. Steve Kenyon practices regenerative farming. He says work from the ground up.
my definition is we need to regenerate the land so that it can be sustainable.
Kenyon was sharing his experience with ag producers in NEILBURG. He says soil grows from the plant.
We run a custom grazing operation. So it's kind of like a community pasture, but it's all on private land. So we have other people's cattle and we run them on other people's land. It's a different business structure than most farms, but that's what works for us.
Kenyon raises the issue of who makes the money in farming.
Wouldn't it be neat if the farmer could actually make the profit in farming?
This graphic showing Canadian farming income from 1926 to 2016 is the work of Saskatchewan researcher Darren Qualman. The green area shows actual farmers' income decreasing over the period of the study. Without using fertilizer and other inputs, Kenyon takes care of the soil through grazing management.
We do a rotational grazing system that builds the land. It builds the water holding capacity of the soil. It encourages the soil life, insects, the biodiversity in the land. That's a big part of what we do.
Kenyon runs about 1,200 head of cattle on about 3,000 acres of land near Busby, Alberta. He goes for yearlings over cow-calf pairs as it's more economical for his operation. He says the job of producers is to build the soil.
Agriculture today is mining the soil. We're taking from the soil, and then we have to replace it. All the nutrients, we have to buy inputs and replace it. That's not my goal. My goal is to build the soil so that it is everything is in a cycle. All the minerals and all the nutrients cycle within it, and livestock are a big part of that.
Kenyon realizes that he's going against the grain.
We're building the soil, right? We're talking about, whether you believe in climate change or not, what we do is we take carbon out of the air and we put it back into the soil, right? Our agriculture practices have been releasing carbon for hundreds of years, right? And the percentage of organic matter in our soils has gone down.
The left-hand side of the fence here, I like that amount of residue left. Okay, the right-hand side, it's grazed too hard.
For consumers, Kenyon says we are lacking in nutrient-dense food.
If a strawberry is grown in soil that doesn't have any micronutrients in it, is it still a healthy strawberry? Right? You're not getting the nutrients out of it. So what we're trying to do with regenerative agriculture is to get all the nutrients cycling so that there is access for the plants to get every mineral that they need.
Gerard Lampow, Primetime Local News.